Live from the Grenadian capital, this is the GBN Television News. GBN covering you from the Grenadine Island chain to Brooklyn, New York via the World Wide Web on www.gbn.gd. The news headlines comes to you compliments Nexa Credit Union, with you wherever your road leads.
This is Network News for Monday, June the 2nd of 2025. I'm Stasia Blake. In the headlines tonight, Jab Jab hit the streets of Grenada in large numbers amid debate over early celebrations. Hood blasts state over refiling a fraud case against suspended police officer. Workers at Grand Bacalet Juvenile Center protest over fair wages and benefits. And former NDC caretaker Jonathan Lecrette has re-entered the political arena with the launch of a brand new party, the People's National Party, PNP. And in regional news, Caribbean states urged to unite as a political force, while internationally, Nigeria flood crisis worsens. Hundreds displaced and dozens missing. And coming up in sports, Rutherford rejoins Windy's squad ahead of final England ODI, while Spice Boys beat Anguilla in friendly ahead of FIFA qualifiers. We'll have all the details for you right after this message.
The first segment of the news comes to you compliments Soft Weave Bathroom Tissue.
Have you heard about the new Soft Weave bathroom tissue with total hygiene? As hygiene and safety have taken center stage, our bathroom tissue is now manufactured with 3 different technologies to offer the best protection for you and your family. UVC light technology for a safe and effective disinfection process, eliminating 99.9% of microorganisms. Also, production at high temperatures, killing all types of germs and bacteria. And it's pH controlled with delicate fibers to prevent irritation for even sensitive skin. Soft Weave Total Hygiene Bathroom Tissue, available in supermarkets and shops island-wide. Visit Soft Weave Caribbean Facebook or Instagram pages for more information.
Good evening. This is GBN's News at 7. Mass players across Grenada took to the streets on Sunday, reigniting debate following Prime Minister Deacon Mitchell's concerns about the early start to Jab Jab celebrations. Beverly Tellisford has that story.
Following Prime Minister Deacon Mitchell's recent remarks about Jab Jab being played too early in the carnival season, mass players turned out in large numbers on Sunday at various locations across the island. Videos circulated on social media showed several gatherings of people playing Jab Jab in communities such as Tivoli, Hermitage, Carrier, Willis, and Grand Anse. Stephen Jacobs, popularly known as Slum and a key figure in the Real Jab Jab movement, voiced his support for the Prime Minister's comments regarding the early appearance of Jab Jab on public roads. Slum emphasized concerns about safety when Jab is played on the main road.
Well, I didn't hear the whole thing, but basically what I see happening, right? So I personally does not support people playing Jab in the road, right? Mm-hmm. I don't. If you want to play, if you're having an activity and you want to play Jab, you get your permission. The police normally come and vet it to see where you want to play the Jab is suitable. And if they give permission for you to play, well, so be it. You understand? Yes. I'm not in a position to talk, so this thing could stop by the authority if you don't give no permission for certain events to happen. And if they choose to jump up in the road and block traffic and dirty in the road, that people could slip off the road with a vehicle and end up in an accident, well.
Last Tuesday, Prime Minister Mitchell raised similar concerns, noting the risks associated with the early onset of Jab Jab festivities on public roads.
I do want to highlight one thing, though, that I've seen Jab Jab already being played on nation roads. It's a little too early for that, so there's something that we have to talk about. There's carnival season and there's non-carnival season. We're not quite yet into the carnival season, so I think this is something that I want our citizens to appreciate, that carnival is a season. Yeah. It's a particular time of the year, and we need to make sure that we do so safely within that season. It's just too early to have Jab Jab being played on the roads. I see it in Grand Anse on the main road. I've seen it in some of the villages already. So it's something that we have to talk to Spice Mass and to revelers and so on about, to make sure that we are able to do this safely and securely.
According to the Spice Mass Corporation Amendment Act No. 8 of 2017, the official Spice Mass period begins on the date declared by the Spice Mass Corporation and ends on the Sunday following the second Tuesday in August. The Act clearly states that no individual is permitted to hold a carnival, festival, or activity during the carnival period without first obtaining a license. Anyone wishing to organize a carnival-related or festive event must secure a carnival festival license from the SMC before applying to the Royal Grenada Police Force for permission to play amplified music. Reporting for GBN News, Beverly Telesford.
Tensions are running high at the Grand Bacolet Juvenile Rehabilitation Center, where employees took protest action on Monday for fair wages, benefits, and resolution of long-standing grievances. The union-backed protest comes as workers point to low wages and delayed benefits, sparking concerns about the impact on their job performance and the center's operations. Rena Pierre-Thomas filed this report.
We need the CBA sign with the stroke of a pen. We need the CBA sign with the stroke of a pen.
The sound of protests echoed outside the Grand Bacolet Juvenile Rehabilitation Center on Monday morning as employees voiced their frustration over long outstanding wage increases, retroactive payment, and other unresolved employment-related concerns. Backed by their union, the workers held placards highlighting the hardship they face, stating that their current wages can barely cover basic living expenses. Speaking with the GBN News team, the workers pointed to a major grievance, the long-delayed signing of their collective agreement, which has been pending since February. The lack of a signed agreement, they say, leaves them in limbo, especially regarding essential healthcare coverage and retirement benefits. They are also still awaiting retroactive payments dating back to 2017.
Current retroactive that is being owed is for the period 2017 to 2022, and then we didn't receive any increase for 2023, so that is owed to the staff as well, and they have yet to apply the 2025 increase of 5%. We're talking about thousands of dollars here being owed the staff, right? As well as the signing of the CBA. One of the things in the CBA that was agreed upon in principle is permanency for staff, and if that isn't signed, then it means that is just left in the wind, and you can't have persons going to the bank without a job security.
So we owed a 5%. We supposed to get a 5% increase, and that wasn't done. We also supposed to get a 4%. That wasn't done. There are other issues that was highlighted in the CBA, such as retirement payments.
Workers emphasized the sensitive nature of their jobs and warned that continued neglect could affect their performance.
We also want to highlight that the children with whom we are working, children in conflict with the law, that they need people who are committed. And so you can't have staff turning over quickly. We need people who are permanent. We, the children, need people who are committed, who love them, because they're here for rehabilitation. And if workers are not satisfied, then that can also affect how we do our work. And over the years, we have not let this stop us from doing what we need to do to help our children, because we are committed to seeing our children being rehabilitated.
Union Representative Augustine David said he's baffled by the delay in finalizing the agreement, noting that after a year of negotiations, the process has come to a standstill.
Since February of this year, we finished negotiating the CBA, and we're waiting, like we're in June now, so almost 5 months, and we have not got a response. You're waiting another year or what for to get it approved. Correspondence was sometime this week. I wrote to the chairman and asked him to and inform him that we have industrial actions. Not even a courtesy response.
With the board of the Juvenile Rehabilitation Center expected to meet next week, the union is demanding urgent answers to avoid any escalation in protest action. Attempts by the GBN News team to contact Social Development Minister Gloria Thomas were unsuccessful, with calls going unanswered. GBN also reached out to Press Secretary Nila Etienne, who promised to give a response but was unable to do so. By news time, the news team will continue to give you an update on the story as it develops.
For Bacolet to grow, the pastor had to go. For Bacolet to grow, the pastor had to go.
Rena P. Thomas, GBN News.
A fraud case dismissed by the High Court last year is back before the courts, and now the state is facing backlash from defense attorney Cajetan Hood over what he calls the unfair and prolonged prosecution of his client, suspended Assistant Superintendent of Police Alston Boxer Alexander. Details in this Nisha Paul report.
Suspended police officer Alston Boxer Alexander is once again facing fraud charges, and his attorney Cajetan Hood is accusing the state of ignoring the law. Alexander and his companion Marcia Watson were accused of defrauding the government of over $933,000 EC dollars from a poultry supply contract with the Royal Grenada Police Force (RGPF) dating back to 2009. The charges were thrown out by the High Court last year, but the state refiled them just weeks later, a move which Hood says violates the court's decision and undermines the rule of law.
This attempt to prosecute the matter is not prosecution, it's persecution. It's absurd, it's contrary to law.
Attorney Cajetan Hood. He says the new charges are legally flawed, and the Office of the Director of Public Prosecution, DPP, failed to follow proper channels like filing an appeal after the matter was dismissed in the High Court last November.
Without following the procedure set out in law where you could challenge the indictment, without doing that, you can't bring a fresh indictment. That's my argument. The DPP did not appeal. There's also a provision that the Attorney General could have challenged the matter at the Court of Appeal. The Attorney General did nothing. So then in December, the DPP decided to file a new indictment. So if the matter ever comes up and my client is asked to show up in court, that will be my argument, that will be my application.
He's also raising concerns about Alexander's frozen assets and reduced salary, saying he's been punished for over 10 years without a conviction.
And we have written to the Attorney General, and the Attorney General's office wrote back to us telling us that they are considering the matter, and that's many weeks ago, and they have not gotten back to us. So we are in the process of drafting a claim against the state. And allow me to say, quite unfortunately, that the actions of these people are on the public purse. They don't pay for it personally. You and I pay for it in the taxes.
We'll continue following this story as it develops. Reporting for GBN News, I am Nisha Paul.
Jonathan Lacrette is back in the political spotlight, this time with the launch of a brand new political party. Rena Pierre-Thomas spoke to Lacrette and filed this report.
Former NDC caretaker for St. George Northwest, Jonathan Lacrette, is re-entering the political arena with the launch of a new political party, the People's National Party, PNP, over the weekend. In a social media announcement over the weekend, Lacrette introduced the PNP, describing it as a values-driven political organization focused on principled leadership, people-centered governance, and national development through equity, transparency, and innovation.
A PNP-led administration will prioritize national security, education, healthcare, agriculture, youth, and sports.
The People's National Party is a party that is inclusive, a party that listens, a party that will create policies that empowers, and a party that will invest in the growth and evolution of its leadership.
The PNP's guiding principles include spirituality, accountability, social justice, sustainability, excellence, humanitarian politics, and effective representation, all aimed at bridging the gap between policy and the people.
With the nutmeg as our party's symbol, we are grounded in the philosophical concepts of virtue, the common good, and human dignity. Our vision? A healthy democracy for a sustainable and resilient Grenada. For a healthy democracy must be the foundation of our progress, and sustainability the key to Grenada's socio-economic future.
Lacret's return to politics follows a period of silence after his dismissal from cabinet in August 2024. Prime Minister Dickon Mitchell stated at the time that trust and confidence no longer existed between the two. 2 months later, Lacret announced his resignation from the National Democratic Congress via social media. Since then, there had been little known political activities from the former senator until last weekend's grand announcement. The GBN reached out for an official interview with the new political leader, but was told that the PMP is currently working out its PR strategy and interview request mechanism, and as such, media houses will be updated in due course. Rena P. Thomas, GBN News.
This is news at 7. Coming up, hurricane preparedness. NADMA releases updated list of shelters for 2025 season. Stay with us.
Home is easy, easy with Republic Bank.
Are you dreaming of owning your own home? With Republic Bank's Home Easy Loan, you're one step closer to making that dream a reality. With competitive rates, reduced fees, and up to 100% financing, Republic Bank makes owning your home simple and stress-free. Start your journey to independence, empowerment, and the joy of home ownership today.
Republic Bank, we're bringing home to you. Home easy. It's not just a mortgage, it's peace of mind.
Terms and conditions apply.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
In our part of the world, we need to be prepared for natural disasters like storms and hurricanes, even outside of the season. I'm sure you'll agree that keeping our loved ones, homes, and businesses safe is important. So, I came up with a few quick tips to help you stay safe. First, make a family disaster plan and ensure that everyone in your household is familiar and comfortable with it. Remember to add batteries and flashlights to your emergency kit. Don't be caught off guard by natural disasters. Prepare now. For more information, visit grenlec.com.
Climate change is real. Storms are getting stronger and droughts are lasting longer. Are you prepared for what's ahead? At Grenada Cooperative Bank Limited, we want to help you protect your investments. Build for the future with a BFF loan. Make climate-smart upgrades and strengthen your home to withstand nature's unpredictability. Get 100% financing to build or purchase a home or make additions to your existing structure. Enjoy discounts on related loan fees and special benefits when you choose climate resilient solutions. We are also offering financing of up to $50,000 unsecured for your home upgrades. Invest in renewable energy, energy-efficient appliances, water storage, and so much more. The time is now to ensure your investments can withstand climate change. Invest in your home, protect your family, and secure your future with a BFF loan. You have a BFF in Co-op Bank. Visit our website for more details. Terms and conditions apply.
Welcome home.
The Mass officially starts now as Spice Mass Cooperation together with Aura Caribbean is turning up the thing all the way up with Carnival City Fusion Thursdays. It all kicks off on Thursday, May 29th and continues every Thursday into June. We're bringing the vibes to the Port Louis lawn. Gates open 7 p.m. Action starts 8 p.m. Get ready for live performances from your favorite soca, groovy, and calypso artists, plus the sweet sounds of steel band, live bands, and all the mass elements you love. Veko, Jab Jab, Short Knee, Moko Jumbi, Apache, and more. It's more than a live. It's a whole carnival experience. So grab your crew, bring the energy, and come let's celebrate where culture meets pure excitement. Carnival City Fusion Thursdays, Port Louis Lawn, beginning May 29th and continue continues every Thursday into June. Come, let's play a mass, cause the thing starts.
What a flow, what a flow. What a flow, what a flow. Come on. What a flow, what a flow. What a flow, what a flow. The water put it just like a freestyle. The life blood flowing mile by mile. It's legacy, a beat that don't stop like Bob Marley say. One love on top. The sewage water out of sight, but it's always wrong, don't lose the light. From factories and wells so deep, corals, mangroves and fish they weep. Grey water for the garden, keep it green. Save the cash and the earth gets clean. We use the water with a mindful mind. It's out of sight but never far behind. In nature, the answers always flow. Like water running pure, the cycle grows. It renews itself, same drop, same beat. It's all good, man, you got the heat. Water flow, water flow. No clean water, no vibes we grow. Protect our water, protect our future. Time to go.
Get ready, Grenada. The excitement is building for one of the biggest athletic events of the year. It's the Whitsuntide Games 2025, happening on June 7th and 8th at the iconic Kirani James Athletic Stadium. Come witness the speed and strength from Grenada, Barbados, St. Vincent, Antigua, Guyana, and Trinidad and Tobago as they compete in thrilling track and field events from 9 a.m. sharp. From powerful shot puts to blazing sprints, this is athletic excellence you don't want to miss. Purchase your tickets now from GoToFed.com. Main stand $20, main stand finish line $30. Or have the VIP experience at $150 for 1 day or $200 for the 2 days. Mark your calendars, June 7th and 8th, and be there to cheer on greatness. The Whitsuntide Games 2025, where champions emerge.
It happens to all of us. Low on cash and in need of money right away. Play Instacash Monday to Sunday and there are no draws.
So what you saying? No numbers to choose from?
Nope.
And no draw sessions to wait on?
Nope.
And we can play it anytime and any day?
Yep. Including Sundays. Instacash. Ask for it by name and choose from a wide variety of games as low as $2 and win instantly. It is fast, it is easy to play, and you win cash right away. Must be 18 years or older to play. NLA, making your dreams come true.
Sporting fans, ready yourselves for the most anticipated Whitsuntide Games, June 7th and 8th at the Kirani James Athletic Stadium. Come support our athletes as they compete with some of the region's best in the field events and on the tracks. Save the date, June 7th and June 8th, Whitsuntide Games at the Kirani James Athletic Stadium. Stay tuned for more info. Whitsuntide Game 2025.
Are you looking to further your education but need financial support? Arise Credit Union is here to help. With our educational loan, you can pursue your dreams. Whether you're working and studying, taking professional online courses, or engaging in full-time education, we've got you covered. Our flexible repayment options and competitive interest rates provide the right support for you on this journey. Visit Arise Credit Union. Apply today, take control today, and own your own education.
How many times do I have to tell you I'm committed to us?
She made me feel some measure of warmth, maybe even passion.
If I decide to do this, I'll be doing it for you, no one else.
Labukan presents Rivals, playing at Labukan Creative Center, GCNA Complex, all weekends in May, Saturdays 8 p.m., Sundays 6 p.m. Tickets from Grenadian Optical, Labukan, and GoToFed at $75. Sponsors Brighton & Miners Limited, Knights Auto, Sandals, GBN, Republic Bank, Trios Auto, Coop Bank, and Huggins. It's Rivals by Francis Uriah Peters. Don't you miss it.
You break up, come back, boy. You break up, come back.
GBN leads, the others follow. This segment is brought to you by Republic Bank.
Building
or renovating your home or business? Why not use clean, renewable energy? Install solar panels to power your home and office and see your energy costs go down and your savings go up. Using renewable solar-powered energy protects our environment, reduces our carbon footprint, and slows the devastating impact of climate change. Republic Bank can help to finance construction and renovations that make use of renewable energy. Visit any Republic Bank branch and ask about renewable energy financing options today.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
Welcome back. NADMA has released the updated list of hurricane shelters for the 2025 Atlantic hurricane season. Details in this Beverly Telesford report.
The National Disaster Management Agency, NADMA, has released the updated list of designated hurricane shelters across the country to coincide with the start of the 2025 Atlantic hurricane season. There are some key changes this year compared to last year, with the number of shelters being adjusted in several parishes. Carriacou now has 7 shelters, 1 less than in 2024, while Petite Martinique has 1 shelter, also down by 1 from last year. St. Andrew currently has 26 shelters, a decrease of 1. In contrast, St. David has seen an increase, now offering 13 shelters, 4 more than in 2024. The number of shelters in St. Patrick remains unchanged at 12. St. George, the parish with the highest number, has 35 shelters, 1 less than last year. St. John has added 2 new shelters, bringing its total to 12, and St. Mark now has 4 shelters, including 1 that is newly added. In an address to mark the start of the hurricane season, Disaster Coordinator Dr. Terence Walters reminded citizens of the destruction caused by Hurricane Beryl in 2024, urging the population to use the experience as motivation to better prepare. He noted that NADMA has significantly strengthened its disaster response capabilities over the last 6 months, placing a particular focus on enhancing human resources through training and education.
The National Disaster Management Agency continues its focus on preparedness to enhance its ability to respond to hazards and disasters. The agency has boosted its capacity in the areas of transportation, emergency supplies, power generation, and emergency communication. The agency believes that preparedness at the district level is critical. The 17 districts have been strengthened through the provision of generators, chainsaws, and other basic equipment that can be used for response. In addition, 42 persons were trained in CERT, which is Community Emergency Response Teams, and that was in 2024.
Dr. Walters emphasized that the agency is now better positioned to manage catastrophic events thanks to improvements in operational readiness, community outreach, and collaboration with key partners.
These individuals will serve as valuable human resources in our communities. NADMA continues to collaborate with first responders and stakeholders. These include the Royal Grenada Police Force, including the Coast Guard, Ministry of Health, other ministries, Caritas, ADRA, Grenada Red Cross, St. George's University, the fuel companies, utility companies, private sector, statutory bodies, and all our volunteers across Grenada, Carriacou, and Petite Martinique. In addition, the agency collaborates with the Caribbean Disaster Emergency Management Agency, that's CDEMA, and other regional and international organizations.
He stressed the importance of individual and community preparedness as essential components of national resilience. NADMA is encouraging all residents to familiarize themselves with the shelter locations in their area, update their emergency plans, and ensure their homes are storm ready. The agency also encourages the public to monitor official information sources for weather updates and advisories throughout the season. Reporting for GBN News, Beverly Telesford.
Rising from the areas devastated by Hurricane Beryl, Chelsea Patrice, representing Carriacou, Petite Martinique, and Raquel Simon from Crown City, Mount Craven, St. Patrick, rose to the occasion, captivating the judges in the 2025 Little Mister and Miss Grenada. Christina John captured the young princesses and princes as they showcased their beauty and talents.
Mr. Grenada 2025. you none other than Mr. McCraven, St. Patrick's, Rikel Simon, the new Little Miss Grenada goes to Chelsea Patrice, Little Miss Caribou and Petey Martini.
It was a showcase of elegance, intelligence, talent, and splendor as 7 young ladies and 5 young men graced the stage at the Grenada Trade Center Saturday night. The event climaxed with the crowning of Chelsea Patrice, the Sister Islands representative, as Little Miss Grenada, while Rikel Simon from Moncraven St. Patrick was crowned Little Mr. Grenada 2025. Chelsea also won Best Talent and Best Evening Wear, with Rikel capturing the categories of Best Talent, Best Male Outfit, Best Introduction, and Mr. Photogenic. Both royals spoke to GBN.
It was amazing. I worked so hard for this and I finally achieved my goal. Always have a positive mindset. Never tell yourself that you can't do it, because you never know if you can.
I knew I came here to win, and that's all I came to get. Feels like the crown belongs to the owner. Well, I'll say what's next is debating, probably. Debating. Future plans? Well, my future plans are to be an entrepreneur.
The first runner-up in the male category was Jaquan Ross, Little Mr. River Road, who also won Best Interview. Second runner-up in the male category was Carol L. Patterson, Little Mr. Mount Rush. First runner-up female was Kazira Mason, Little Miss St. Andrew. Second runner-up was Dwayne L. Andrew, Little Miss St. George, while Best Introduction and Most Photogenic in the female category went to Denisha Fletcher, Little Miss St. Mark. The People's Choice Award, sponsored by Classic Lighting, was awarded to Chelsea Patrice and Rikel Simon. The newly crowned Little Miss Grenada, Chelsea Patrice, had a strong support team from the Sister Isles, who were present and shared their excitement.
I have to give thanks to my team. They did majority of the work. They deserve all the praise.
That's who it was. This is the seamstress, chaperone, hairdresser, chaperone, mommy.
What with all of us? Collaborative effort. We get together, we just blend together. We do the intro, we do the talent, and everything.
You know, the team, the best team to work with was Beryl, because you know what we went through during Hurricane Beryl. So we say, you know what? Let we work together and put it into something and show people what we went through. But still yet we rise.
A motorcade to celebrate Chelsea's latest achievement was held in Carriacou this morning. Christina John, GBN News.
We're also shining the spotlight on a heartwarming initiative by the Love Wins Foundation, which recently honored Grenada's youth leaders and pageant participants. Let's take a closer look.
A few individuals were also awarded on the night. Joel Alexis Jose, CEO and founder of Where Love Wins, Inc., who was recently named Global Youth Ambassador, and Grenada's Distinguished Youth, New York, recognized and awarded Ms. Jermaine Simon, Executive Director of the Little Mr. and Miss Grenada pageant.
Love Wins Foundation, established in the United States by Joel Alexis Jose, is pleased to honor Ms. Jermaine Simon with this token of appreciation. We recognize and commend your dedicated efforts over the years in providing a valuable platform for young individuals through the Little Miss and Mr. Grenada pageants. Our mission is to make a meaningful impact in the lives of understanding children in the United States, Grenada, and Africa. We are thrilled to collaborate with the Little Miss and Mr. Grenada pageant for 2025.
Also receiving recognition from Ms. Alexis Jose was the 2023 winner of Little Miss Grenada, Jella McMillan, for her Girly Emergency Kit initiative, which she embarked on since winning the competition.
Jayla McMillan, on behalf
behalf of We're Love Wins, Inc., New York City, we would like to present to you this award for your acts of kindness. I am very proud of you. Remember to stay humble, keep up the good work, be confident, and remember, love wins.
Jella expressed her appreciation for the recognition.
I would like to express a heartfelt thank you to Jewel and congratulations on being named Global Youth Ambassador.
Dwayne Andrews and Levi Benjamin were awarded Little Miss and Mr. Love Wins Grenada. Parents played a significant role in ensuring the child or ward were well prepared for the competition. They too were awarded. One of the fathers spoke about the importance of a father's presence in his children's lives.
Well, all what I have to say, since my daughter was in her mother's stomach, I did, and up to now, I'm right here and I'm not going anywhere because that's my, what can I say? That's my princess. And I love my daughter like how I love my life. All right, and all that. All right, I hope they listen to what I'm saying tonight. All right, put your foot in front and take good care of your children. All right, take good care of your children because in the long run, all right, they're going to come back and take good care of you. All right, that's what I'm doing. I'm standing strong and tall. All right, so guys, do the right thing. All right, it don't matter if you and a mom is not there, but you see your child, take good care of your child, man. All right, that's yours.
Love Wins Inc. presented backpacks with school supplies to all of the participants. Christina John, GBN News.
Guav celebrates fishermen's birthday with tradition and pride. More to come. Do stay with us.
Me a 38 but you man 92. Yeah. You need the number one run, man. That is it. No what? Nice. Yeah. Look number one. Ah, yeah, me too.
Whether sipped neat, mixed into a classic cocktail, or savored on the rocks, our rum delivers a taste that captivates and satisfies. Choose greatness. Choose Classcoat, the number one rum. Produced by the Grenada Distillers Limited.
Whether you're refreshing a bedroom or giving your home a bold new look, the Color Shop has the perfect paint and tools to make it happen, inside and out. With quality finishes for every surface and accessories to match, we make painting easy from start to finish. Whether it's a DIY weekend or a contractor starting a brand new project, the Color Shop is the trusted choice.
Grenada, the road to greatness continues. Catch the senior men's national team live at the Karani James Athletic Stadium for 2 thrilling football clashes. Saturday, May 31st, it's a fiery international friendly as Grenada takes on Anguilla, just $20 admission. Then on Wednesday, June 4, it's our FIFA World Cup qualifier versus the Bahamas, $25 admission. Both matches kick off at 7 p.m. sharp. Come dressed, come loud, come proud. Style your national team, bring your posters, and show the world you are the 12th man. Let's pack the stadium, flood the stands, and roar together. Get your tickets now at the official GFA ticket outlets. Go to Fed.com or at the gate. Let's stand proud with Team Grenada. One island, one team, one goal.
2 of Calypso's powerhouse, Big J and Sour Supper are launching for 2025. Calypso Power Launch on Saturday, June 7th at the Lassages Had Court in St. David from 8 p.m. featuring Calypso, Toka Kaiso, and X-Tempo. Come hear Big J's new offerings for 2025. Plus Sour Supper celebrating 20 years this year. Plus Junior Monarch Morty, Royalty, Shabak, Calypso Monarch Innocent, The Great King Darius, Squeezy, Smallies, and more. All backed by the Heatwave Band with MC Senator. Early bird tickets are $30. General admission $40. Available at Lixon Bikes, Grenadian Optical, St. David's Pharmacy, and Jew at Lotto in Grenville. Sponsored by Cocoa Breeze Bar, Hanky's Grenada, Kiske, Chopstick, A-Bun Distributors, Tyrrell Bay Express, Paddy's Shipping, Wagiti Rental, and Dana's Tasty Food. Endorsed by the Spice Mass Corporation.
Hi, I want $10 on Playway.
$20 backup on pick 3 and cash for each, please.
Okay, are you adding multi-X to your bet?
Yes, multi-X, all of them.
Smart. Best value bet. Backup and multi-X. You cannot go wrong.
Don't matter the bet, multi-X all of the daily games.
With multi-X added, your winnings can be multiplied 3 times, 5 times, even 7 times. So make it a rule. Add multi-X to all your play with, daily pick 3 and daily cash for bets every day and for every drop, and watch your money grow. Available at stores and online.
You heard it here. Multiply your winnings daily. Must be 18 or older to play. NLA, making your dreams come true.
Attention all divers, snorkelers and underwater enthusiasts. Effective May 15th, 2025, all visitors to the renowned Mullinair Underwater Sculpture Park will be required to pay a small fee of US $3.50 or EC $10 per person. These fees are essential to support the ongoing maintenance and repairs of the sculptures, as well as the development of new features to ensure the park remains a world-class attraction. Payment can be made through the Grenada Tourism Authority's online payment portal, available on the Pure Grenada website, www.puregrenada.com. We thank you for your support in enhancing this extraordinary underwater product. This announcement is brought to you by the Grenada Tourism Authority and the Ministry of Tourism, dedicated to protecting and conserving Grenada's resources for the enjoyment of all.
This is GBN. We've got the means, the power, and the medium. This segment is brought to you by Flow.
Our world is filled with rhythm. Rhythm that's unapologetic, infectious, timeless. Rhythm is commitment in action. It's how we show up for each other with unrelenting support that goes the distance. Rhythm lives in the tiny beats of our most intimate moments and the seismic roars of our biggest achievements. Rhythm is resilience in motion. So even when things go out of sync, we do what it takes to bring the rhythm back. At Flow, we understand your rhythm because we live it. That's why we're dedicated to building a network as resilient as you, with a team of familiar faces working every day to keep you on beat. You're at the heart of everything we do, and our commitment is to keep your rhythm flowing, no matter what.
The town of Guave has come alive with tradition and pride as the month-long celebration of Fisherman's Birthday officially began on Sunday.
Fisherman's Birthday continues to be a highly anticipated tradition among fisher folks across the island, and this year is no exception. Under the theme celebrating our tradition and progress, Let's Go Guave, the Guave Improvement Committee officially launched a month-long series of activities on Sunday. Chairperson Janelle John said that the festivities began with the traditional blowing of the conch shell and a march through the tongue, followed by cultural performances.
The moment the conch shell began to blow, there was a powerful sense of unity, pride, and celebration across our community. We began with a symbolic march through the streets of Guave as fishermen and committee members carried a torch to the fisheries building, where the opening speeches were delivered, followed by a lively and vibrant stage show. The energy was electric, the turnout was inspiring, and the spirit of Guave shone brightly for all to see. Our opening ceremony beautifully captured the heart of this year's theme, celebrating our tradition and progress. Let's go Guave.
John outlined the calendar of events leading up to the grand finale on June 29th, which will feature boat rides and other cherished traditions.
Saturday, June 14th, we have our bonfire, Come Taste We Hand and stage show, cultural stage show that will be held at the Cuthbert Peters Park in Guelph from 6 p.m. On Sunday, June 15th, we have Father's Night Out, and that will be held on the Lands in Guelph. On On Friday, June 20th, we have phonetics and health workshop. On Saturday, June 21st, we have our health walk, and that is from Cotton Bailey Junction to Guap, and that begins at 3 p.m. On Sunday, June 22nd, we have our retired Fisher Folk Luncheon and Pan on the Lance. Tuesday, June 24th, we have Gospel Explosion, and this year it will be held at the St. Peter's Catholic Church. Wednesday, June 25th, Health and Wealth Expo, and that will be held on St. Dominic and St. Francis Street, known as Fish Friday Street. We also have Family Feast. On Friday, June 27, we have Football and Fish Friday, and it's Fish Friday's anniversary. Saturday, June 28th, we have Mass in June, and that's a street jump up from 6 p.m. to 12 p.m. on the Lansing Guelph throughout the street, On Sunday, June 29th, that's the climax, the final day. We start off with a parade from the Corbett Peters Park onto the Lance. We also have a party at the St. John's Anglican School, which starts at 10 p.m. And then we climax with fireworks, of course.
She is encouraging residents and visitors alike to participate in the various activities throughout the month as a way of honoring and celebrating the hard work and legacy of Grenada's fisher folk. Rena P. Thomas, GBN News.
Stay with us. We'll have sports and international news right after the break.
When you need your prescription filled or you require non-prescribed medication, supplements, or all your personal needs, visit Gittins Healthcare at locations on Wall Street, Grand Anse, Victoria Street, Grenville, and Central Deputy Street, Wharf. Gittins Healthcare aims to provide an exceptional personalized pharmacy experience. Additionally, children under 5 and adults 55 years and over will enjoy 10% discount on purchases of $20 and over on prescription medication. Stop settling for less. Visit Gittins Healthcare, where your health is our priority.
Mobility, a common theme woven into the very fabric of human history. From ancient wanderers to modern explorers, our instinct to move, to seek something greater, and to grow has always driven us forward. Imagine a journey into pathways of boundless opportunities and endless possibilities. A collective future where the vibrant rhythms of the Caribbean, rich culture, and welcoming community create unforgettable experiences. Beyond citizenship by investment, we believe in our collective investment of time, resources, and energy that fosters innovation, creates jobs, and enriches lives, driving the growth of an entire nation. The Investment Migration Agency Grenada boasts over a decade of exceptional service and remains committed to guiding you toward global mobility and economic freedom through investment. Your journey becomes our shared story of progress and prosperity. This is an invitation to be part of something greater, something enduring. Begin your journey at imagrenada.gd. IMA Grenada. Unlock the possibilities.
A whole new level of convenience and comfort awaits you when you shop at Rise and Shine Supermarket and Hardware Supplies, Griffin Lane, Grenville. Convenient, because we are open Sunday to Sunday. We're even at your service on public holidays. Comfort, because we are easily accessible to the physically challenged. Free Wi-Fi is available while you shop, and bags come at no charge. Everyday low prices and excellent customer care. Adequate parking available. We supply everything you can possibly think of. Family and home supplies, fresh meat, vegetables, and personal care products. All brands of cooking gas at affordable prices. You can send in your order, have it pulled, or pick up express.
What if you had a choice? A choice of joining a line or a choice of making your purchases online? What would you choose? While you ponder on that, the National Lotteries Authority has provided another purchasing option. All their games are now available online. Yes, Grenadians. From wherever you are, purchase your favorite daily and jackpot type games using any electronic device. Register on the NLA's website at www.nla.gd. Top up your account and enjoy online lottery gaming at your convenience. We're taking shopping comfort up, several notches. But the choice is yours. Join a line or buy online. NLA, make your dreams come true.
Good evening, sports fans. The Spice Boys are in high spirits following their victory over Anguilla in their international friendly over the weekend. The 2-0 victory forms part of the senior men's team build-up to their 2 World Cup qualifiers set for June 4th and 8th in Grenada and St. Kitts, respectively. The goals came in the 17th and 53rd minutes off the boots of Keyshawn Francois and Jonathan Williams.
Quite a few youngsters in the squad, including 2 debutants, foreign-based players. They'll be looking to impress the coach, Anthony Modeste, hoping for a spot in that squad for the competitive matches.
Ball stolen.
He's in
drive down, attempt shot, not enough power on the ball. The defender made the angle a bit too tight for him, which the keeper had a comfortable save, textbook save, as we would say.
Grenadians continue to press though. Here they come again into the box.
On the right side.
Number 17, Francois.
Team wide, plays it in. There's a goal. It was long coming. Francois down the right side.
You got the impression the Grenadians were a matter of time before they scored. They were dominating the game. They were playing, pressing the Anguillans, pushing. Good work by Francois, one of the debutants down the left. Marshall moves across for the long throw. We've seen quite a few in the first half. He'll aim for number 9, Joshua Isaac.
Alfred Marshall on the team for his power throws is an advantage, because throws like that, you can call it a set piece as well.
Yeah, and as you see, modern game set pieces are critically important. They worked on and they get quite a bit of time on the training ground. You want to capitalize on every set piece that you possibly can.
As we saw in first half, a large portion of the game has been played in Anguilla's half early on in the second. Long throw, keeper comes, he misses the ball.
Yet again.
Nice ball played on top, attempts the volley. Oh, what a goal!
What a finish! What a finish! Spice Boys up 2-0 with this one. Powerful half volley, the inside of the box.
53rd minute. Grenada strikes again.
What a finish! What a finish!
Seeing goals like this.
Wednesday's clash is set for the Cranny James Athletic Stadium. Teams coordinator Shamari Mark says the games are must-win matches.
To make it clear, we need to win that game on June 4th. And the game on June 10th against St. Kitts, in St. Kitts, we also do need to win that game. So it's 2 must-win games.
TC Carty's purple patch with the bat continued as he registered a third century in 4 matches, but his effort was ultimately eclipsed by a sublime unbeaten 166 from Joe Root that powered England to a 3-wicket victory and an unassailable 2-0 lead in their 3-match ODI series against the West Indies at Sophia Gardens in Cardiff on Sunday. Sent in to bat, the West Indies posted a competitive 308 all-out in 47.4 overs, thanks in large part to 105-ball 103 from Carty, who anchored a series of vital partnerships. His 141-run stand with captain Shea Hope, who scored 78 off 66 balls, was the highlight of the innings, reviving the Caribbean side after an early stumble at 6-1. In reply, England were rocked early, losing both openers Jamie Smith and Ben Duckett for ducks inside the first 2 overs. Jaden Seals and debutant Matthew Ford had the host reeling at 2 for 2, but from that moment on, Root took charge. Despite Ozzie Joseph's impressive 4 for 31, including the scalps of Brooke, Butler, Jacks, and Cars, the West Indies couldn't halt Root's march. Rashid added a composed 10 to help take England home with 1.1 overs to spare, finishing on 312 for 7. Meanwhile, Guyanese middle-order batsman Sherfane Rutherford has rejoined the West Indies squad ahead of the final of 3 one-day internationals against England at the Kia Oval on Tuesday. Rutherford arrived in London on Sunday following a stint in the Tata Indian Premier League, where he helped the Gujarat Titans get the playoffs before falling at the first hurdle to the Mumbai Indians. Rutherford, who currently averages 71.0 in 12 ODIs, will add more batting quality to a West Indies outfit looking for a consolation win, having lost the series already with defeats in the first 2 ODIs. They were blown away by 238 runs in the first game before losing the second by 3 wickets. And that's what's been happening in sports. And now for a look what's been happening around the region and where the globe. The Association of Caribbean States, ACS, is being urged to speak with one voice on pressing regional issues. Barbados Minister of Foreign Affairs and Foreign Trade, Carrie Simmons, made the call at the 30th Ordinary Meeting of the ACS Ministerial Council. Simmons highlighted the need for a unified stance on challenges such as climate change and debt crisis, particularly for CARICOM member states.
We sit at the juncture and the intersection of climate crisis and the debt crisis. Not because we have mismanaged, because I think it is true to say of almost all the countries in CARICOM that they are exceptionally well managed, but they are also highly indebted small island states. We are visited on an annual basis by a cycle of destruction by virtue of the climate within which we must function. And the consequences of that destruction means that there must be, at market prices, rebuilding and redevelopment. And that often comes not only at great cost, but at great discrimination.
Relief efforts are underway in flood-ravaged Makwa, Nigeria, 4 days after devastating floods swept through the area. The disaster has claimed at least 200 lives, with many more still unaccounted for. Survivors are struggling to access basic necessities, and the risk of disease from decomposing bodies trapped beneath debris is growing.
After a 4-day wait, help is finally here for hundreds of survivors.
Dozens struggled to receive bags of rice. There were also plastic mats to sleep on, but the priority for most is food. It's the first time they receive any assistance from the authorities.
As it comes, we distribute. Because if we say we are going to wait till we got all the relief materials, most especially food, because the principal thing now is food.
Providing adequate shelter could take weeks or months. For now, victims live in unsafe buildings. Religious school student Umar Mahmoud scavenges for scrap metals to sell. He narrowly escaped drowning, but his 3 friends didn't make it.
As we tried to escape, they fell and were swept away.
Their bodies were never found. His teachers look after 870 students, most of whom survived. There have been some deaths, but dozens are still unaccounted for.
The losses here are substantial. We are all devastated.
He hopes those missing are still alive. An excavator has arrived at last to not only clear debris, but to find bodies. The delay in removing bodies trapped under the debris poses serious health risk. People here are already reporting the heavy stench of decomposing corpses, raising fears of contamination of food and water sources. The flood arrived early in central Nigeria this year, catching officials ill-prepared. It took days to get relief aid to survivors. People here hope that when the peak of the rainy season arrives, officials will be better prepared. Ahmed Idris, Al Jazeera, Mokwa, Nigeria.
That's what's been happening around the world today. Now for a recap of the night's top headlines. Jab Jab hit the streets of Grenada in large numbers and over debate over early celebrations. Hood blasts state over refiling a fraud case against suspended police officer. Workers at Grand Bacolet Juvenile Center protest for fair wages and benefits, and former NDC caretaker Jonathan Lecret has re-entered the political arena with the launch of a brand new political party, the People's National Party, PNP. In regional news, Caribbean states urged to unite as a political force, while internationally, Nigeria flood crisis worsens, hundreds displaced and dozens missing. In sports, Rutherford joins Windy's squad ahead of final England ODI, while Spice Boys beat Anguilla in friendly ahead of FIFA qualifiers. If you miss any part of this newscast, there'll be a rebroadcast at 10 o'clock tonight. Continue to follow us online at www.gbn.gd or on GBN Television Facebook page and YouTube channel for these and other top stories. I'm Stasia Blake, and that's the news. We hope to see you again tomorrow night.
Looking to